Sup guys, my name is Trevor and today we are going to be learning how to play Had to Hear by Real Estate on the guitar. This is going to be a great lesson for both rhythm and lead players, so I hope you guys enjoy the lesson. It's especially going to be a good lesson for you if you're trying to dabble in leads for the first time, because there's a lot of good leads to be learned here, but they're really not that difficult, but they're still fun. So I hope you guys enjoy, and yeah, let's get started. Alright, so here's the rhythm part that's going to play for pretty much the entire song. So what I'm doing there is this is all based around a D chord, and then we're just moving our bass notes from the 4th string to the 5th string to open 4. So based around the D chord, the first thing we're going to do is move the first finger up to the 4th string. So you've got the open 3rd string now since you took your finger off. So you're going to do the 4th string, 3rd string, and then the first 2. And then you just move your first finger up to the 5th string, and then do the same thing, and then you move it up to the 3rd string and do the open 4th string. So on that last up, you kind of pull your finger off and then get ready to go back to the first chord. So alright, now the first lead part is going to sound like this. And they'll do a few different variations on that last note, like sometimes they'll go down to this note instead of this one, but so to play this we're going to start on the 2nd string 3rd fret with the 2nd finger, and then on the pinky you're going to be on the 5th fret of the 1st string. So those notes happen relatively quickly, and then that's the 1st string 3rd fret, and then we're going 2 on the 1st, 5 on the 2nd, 3 on the 2nd. So far we've got. Now we're going to do a hammer from 2 to 4 on the 3rd string, and then 3 on the 2nd string. So far. Second time through we go. So I'm just doing alternating between the 1st string 2nd fret and 3rd fret 2nd string. So okay, and then the last time through we go. So this is 5 on the 2nd, it's 2 on the 1st, and then descend down to 3 on the 2nd and 4 on the 3rd. And then back to 3 on the 2nd. And like I said, sometimes they're going to end on the other note. So that's kind of the intro part is and then when the vocals come in, it's the verse, so both of the verses are going to be the same thing. So we've just got kind of this little riff going on here with these high leads. So that's all they're doing in the verse, and it kind of ends in a weird spot to go back to the chorus, but that's the verse. Is just So literally 3 times in a row you're just going 7, 5, 7, 5 on the first, then the second string. So. And then we go down to 7 on the third. And then hammer from 4 to 7 on the third string. And then 5 and 7 on the second. So once again the verse is going to go. And then in the chorus, it's just the same thing as the intro, but it's more strummy than kind of picky. It's just a little bit more lively stuff going on. So. So this strumming pattern I'm doing is just down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. And you can kind of, do that your own way, but that's the chorus. All right, and then there's this other lead part that that they occasionally go to, and it's just gonna be like this. So that is that weird part with the pull-offs. But the notes are just going to be on the second string. We're going to go from 5. We're going to pick every note 4 times. 7. And then 10. And then just stay on 10. And then the second time they do that, they're just pulling off from 12 to 10. And then one time they go through it, they go, which is just 10 on the first, so they do that twice actually, but not in a row, and then goes back into the chorus. Alright, so the section of the solo that we're going to be learning is going to sound like this. So to break that down, first we're going to start off with, so hammering on from 5 to 7 on the second string, and then 5 on the first string, and then we're going to go 7, 5 on the second, 7, 4 on the third, and then 5 on the second. So that's how it starts out. So after that, you're going to repeat the 5, and then down to 7 on the third, and then 4, 7 on the third, and then 5. So let's back up a little bit. So one more time, just because I'm going a little fast here, so 5, 7, and then we go 4, 7, 5. So 5, 5, 7 on the third, 5, and then hammer from 5 to 7. So from there, 7, we're gonna slide to 8, and then back to 7, 5, 7, 4. So far we've got okay. Now back that up if you guys need to rewatch that part. So then we're gonna hammer on from 7 to 9 on the third, and then slide to 9 or slide to 11. So hammer, slide, 9, 7, 9, 7 on the 4, and then back to 7 on the 3. And then we go up to this high note on 10 on the 2nd string. And we're going to go 10, 8, 10, 8, and then 7 on the 2nd, 9 on the 3rd. So alternate between those, and then alternate between these, and then go to 7 on the 3rd. So to play that whole first part of the solo, it's the next part of the solo is going to sound like this. Alright, so to break that down, we've got this little repetitive thing going on here where we're going to go. So that's the main thing. Hammering from 7 to 9 on the 3rd, and then 7 on the 2nd, 2nd on the 3rd, or 7 on the 2nd, 7 on the 3rd, and then 9 on the 4th. So, and then this time, instead of going down to the 9, we go up to the 8 and 7 on the 2nd string. So, and then you do it the same way you did it the first time, and then this time we go, so hammer and then back to 7, and then 9 and 7 on the 4th, and that's the 4th time around. So to play that whole thing, it's okay, and then from there we're gonna go, so just hammering 7 and 9, 7 and 9 on 4th and 3rd, and then we're gonna go slide from 9 to 11 on the 3rd string, back to 9, and then hammering from 7 to 8 on the 2nd, back to 7, and then 9 and 7 on the 3rd, and then we're going to jump up to 10 on the 2nd. So, and then, so one more time. Okay, and then from there we're going to go slide from 5 to 7 on the 2nd, and then back to 10 on the 2nd, and then 7 on the 1st, back to that 10, and then 7, and then they start palm muting and doing other weird stuff with that 10 on the 1st. So to play that whole second half of the solo again, it's going to go.